I was having a conversation with one of my friends the other day, and he asked me if I thought that he was a nice guy. And so I asked him, "What do you mean by nice guy?" And so he discussed with me the issues that he felt that he was having in life, and felt that people saw him as too nice, or someone who didn't really stand up for himself. And what it really boiled down to was he was feeling a general lack of respect from those around him, and wanted to know what he could do to build up the respect of others, but specifically without coming across like a jerk. And one thing that I mentioned to him was that there is a balancing act when it comes to being firm and assertive without going too far into being someone that nobody wants to be around. Especially if you are going from somebody who hasn't had very firm characteristics in the way that you speak to others to somebody who is very firm. And a lot of people pendulum way too hard in the other direction and become somebody that nobody likes. There's a difference from being a pushover and somebody who is obnoxious to others. And what is the sweet spot? And what is the balance? And how can he gain the respect of his peers? And as the conversation went on, what I came to discover was it came down to a basic level of understanding. Is, do the people that you are interacting with know who you are? People don't respect the things that they don't know. And I'll give you an example of what I mean. I was listening to a gun instructor speaking about how he would perform a safe gun class. And he said if he wanted to have the safest gun class in the entire world, what he would do is he would take each and every single one of his students in the classes that he held and shoot each and every one of them in the leg, have them rest up, heal, and come back, and then he would conduct his gun safety class or his firearms instruction. And he said that the reason that that would be safer is that they would have a respect for the guns. And people don't have as much safety consciousness when it comes to firearms because they've never been shot before. So they don't know. And people don't respect what they don't know. Now, there's different levels of respect. There's good respect. There's bad respect. There is disrespect. And there is a healthy respect. Most people, I would say, have a healthy respect of firearms, right? They're not flippant, they're not negligent. Then there are people who have high respect for firearms because they have had some sort of first-hand experience with them. And then there are people who have a fear of firearms. And that comes from a lack of experience. But when it comes to respect as an individual, do people know you? Is that the thing that they are missing? They don't respect what they don't know. Why would somebody give you respect if they don't know you? If I were to walk into any bank in the city that I live in and ask for a loan of $1 million, what would happen? Well, I would venture to say that they would look at me like I had grown a second head and promptly ask me who I am. They are not going to grace me with the respect of handing out a loan of that amount to someone who they don't know. And when a bank graces you the lending of their money, it is a sign of respect. Now, I would venture to say that this probably has an ancient mechanic to it. Go back 2,000 years. If somebody were to come into your community that you had no idea who they were, you knew nothing about them, how much respect would you give someone like that? Or would you treat them with a level of disdain and a level of distrust? Well, of course you would. because you need to do something like that to best preserve the community. Now, that happens on a lot lower level here in 2024. And so when others seem to have a lack of disrespect, one common thing that I think it stems from is a lack of knowledge of you. But to fix that, first you have to understand who you are to begin with. And I think that most people have a basic understanding of themselves. Do you know what you like? Do you know what you dislike? Do you know what you believe in? People have political beliefs. People have religious beliefs. People have moral beliefs. Once you can have a sense of self, then you can, and if you can properly show that to others, people will tend to respect that. And for most people, I would say, if somebody knows you and they don't respect you, then it's up to you whether or not their respect is worth it to you. Now, all of this to say is it really does come down to a sense of self. For me, the thing that makes me know myself the most is Scripture. I'm a Christian. I read the Bible. I follow it to the best of my abilities. And the more I come to know Christ, the better I know myself. And the more I know myself, the more I know that I need Him. But through that, I've gained an understanding of myself, my nature, my own desires, my habits, and that has allowed me to better express those things to others. And from that, people have gained a level of respect. Now, there are levels to it, but there is a level. Now, think about this. If somebody invites you over to their home, and they are a household that requires all guests to remove their shoes before entering into the home, and then you enter into that home and you leave your shoes on, they will probably call you out on it. And it won't be disrespectful for them to do so. But why? Well, if you had no understanding of the requirements that they have for all guests that enter into their home, then you wouldn't know to respect that. And you can only respect what you know. But if they have made that aware to you, and then you enter into their home, and you leave your shoes on, then you would be disrespecting them. And then when they call you out upon that, then it is not they who are in error, it is them making you aware of your own error. And so if you feel like you are being a pushover, or that you feel like you're just a nice guy, and you want to start garnering levels of respect, these are just some things that I've been thinking about ever since I had that conversation. I wanted to put it into video form and let you guys know about it. Guys, I'd like to do a live stream Q&A. We're almost at 800 subscribers. When we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to go live and celebrate with y'all here on this platform. If you guys have any questions that you'd like answered in that Q&A, please leave them down below. I put a community post up where people have put some replies there as well. I'm gathering those all, and then I'm going to do a live stream when we hit 1,000 subscribers. And at the current rate of growth that this channel has had over the past few weeks, it's probably not going to be that far away. So get your comments down in the comment section underneath this video. I'd love to hear from you guys. Guys, if you found this video helpful at all, please consider subscribing, like the video, and share it with anyone you think might benefit from hearing this. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.